And if you were to think about your new career, do you have any suggestions for young practitioners if they're thinking about going into something new and a new career path? And of course, you're jumping the chasm, starting something entirely new, like you talked about, entrepreneurial, and you got to fight for your own dinner each week and that sort of thing. Do you have any tips that come to mind that you could provide our young listeners?
I think I can, and I think that the thing that I would say that really is really important is think in advance before you get somewhere or want to be somewhere. You got to think about what you need when you get there. For those who are listening who are hockey fans who maybe remember the name of Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky used to say that the reason he was effective is that he never went where the puck was. He was always going to where the puck was going to be. And the same thing applies in people's lives and careers. So my advice to young people is if you've got a goal and ambition in terms of your career, the time to figure it out in terms of what do I need when I'm going to get there isn't when you get there, is well in advance of it. And I think that's one of the things that I think a lot of people miss. They get somewhere and then they realize, oh my goodness, I need this level of skill or training or expertise, and I haven't got it. And I think that's really, really, important. There's in Canada here, there's a politician that is running for office. And in Canada, as you know, it's really important to be bilingual. You have to speak French and English in Canada if you're going to be the leader of this country. And this individual doesn't speak French. And I remember just recently saying that, I got to learn French. My comment thinking about what I would suggest to young people is, if this person had aspirations 5-10 years ago, that was the time to learn French. It isn't today, because he can do it, but now he's up against it. He's behind the curve. Think about in advance of what it is you're going to need, and then and go with it. Another thing I would say is work on the things that you're not good at. In all of our practices, we have strengths and we have weaknesses. It's funny. I went with a friend of mine who's a scratch golfer recently, about last year. We get on the practice range, and I get out my best club, my favorite club, and I just hit it nonstop. And this fella is, on the worst day he's ever lived, he's a better golfer than me. And he kind of watched me doing this, and at the end of it, he never said a word. He said, "So I got a question for you. Why did you only hit your 3-wood?" I said, "Because I like it. I feel good. I hit it really well." He goes, "But that's your best club." He goes, "Why? What's your worst club?" I go, "Oh, it's my 3-iron." He goes, "Why wouldn't you be using your 3-iron? Why would you be practicing your 3-iron?" And if you think about it from our career perspective, the reason we tend to gravitate towards the things that we really like doing, because we're good at it. And in terms of building your career and setting yourself up for success, you got to work on your 3-iron. You got to work on those things in your own arsenal of skills and experiences and abilities that maybe aren't your strongest. And it's hard, and it's uphill into the wind sometimes. But if you're going to be successful, you got to focus, even though it doesn't, make you feel good sometimes, knowing that you've got to struggle in certain areas. But I think that's the key to have a rounded approach.